everyone help me give Michael Greenleaf a very warm welcome.
Oh, you guys. That coming out there? We have any humans here? Well, we've got a couple anyway. The scene was a small roadside cafe. The waitress was sweeping the floor. Two truck drivers were drinking their coffee. Two oaky kids by the door. How much for them candies, they asked her. How much have you got? She replied. We've only a penny between us. Well, them's two for a penny. She lied. Daylight grew heavy with thunder. The smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Now one truck driver called to the waitress after the kids went outside. Well, them candies ain't two for a penny. So what's it to you? She replied. In silence they finished their coffee, got up and nodded goodbye. She called, hey, you left too much money. So what's it to you? They replied. And the daylight grew heavy with thunder, the smell of the rain on the wind. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. Ain't it just like a human? Here comes that rainbow again. I have to say, I am so grateful to you all for coming out here and letting Grandpa share some of his songs with you and everything. I'm also very grateful to Ivy Jarvis for inviting me out to play again. Ivy Jarvis and the Glendale Library people do so much for this kind of music. Sometimes you think you got it made, but you don't. And then sometimes you think the whole world has just fallen to pieces, but it hasn't. And then there are other times when your whole world does fall apart. I know I've got some friends, other friends here who know what I'm talking about. And it turns out it might be the best thing that ever happened to you. Pitched a tent out on Easy Street, then the storm rolled in. I finally got the boots off of my feet, then the rain came down. I huffed a smoke signal SOS into the howling wind. My head was in a spin when the storm rolled in. We filled a canvas with the shades of peace. Then the storm rolled in, a watercolor masterpiece. Then the rain came down and it ripped away like an untethered kite in the howling wind. We found out why pride's a sin when the storm rolled in. Ooh, the wrecking gale, the raging tide, only trees that bend survive when the storm rolls in. Designed my future with a drink in my hand. Then the storm rolled in. I scratched a promise in the desert sand. Oh, but then the rain came down. I had a song, but the music drowned the howling wind. Oh, they were calling for the next of kin when the storm rolled in. The hail is screaming sideways. You know the king won't hear his fool's advice. Forgiveness runs around pleading for a place to hide. So you kick and howl and hang on tight when letting go might change your life when the storm rolls in. The air was black as a voodoo curse, but then the storm rolled in. The tree of wonder was dying of thirst, but then the rain came down and the fog of confusion was swept away in the howling wind. Oh, life began again when the storm rolled in. My life began again when the storm rolled in. It is Sunday. Much of you went to church this morning. I just want to say that there's more than one way to skin a cat. I once was a Baptist, and on each Sunday morn I'd be in church praying as sure as you're born. We'd sing there like angels in a good harmony, but sin and salvation are no longer for me. For now I'm a Buddhist. I chant my mantra each day, but I miss that hymn singing in the good gospel way. We don't sing to old Buddha or the wonders of Zen. We'll meet in Nirvana. Yes, we'll be there then. My old friends don't like me since I shaved my head, and they all talk about me as if I were dead. My good old Zen buddies, well, they think I'm okay, but I can't get them singing more than one note a day. When we could sit there cross-legged, eating brown rice and tea, and chant out our mantras in four-square harmony. We wouldn't sing of salvation or a heaven It's Zen gospel singing, just om, om, sweet om. Oh. We had old-time religion. Centuries and centuries and centuries of it. I'm going to play one that I don't play out very often. Anybody else here besides me have a committee that lives in their head? There's a couple. There's been a lot of, in modern psychology, there's been a lot of different models of the human mind. Id, ego, superego, parent, inner child, blah, blah, blah. Jonathan Haidt, renowned psychologist, has a model of the human mind as a monkey riding an elephant. And he says that most of the time, the monkey thinks he's steering the elephant, where the elephant's, he's guiding the elephant. Most of the time, what he's actually doing is rationalizing and just explaining where the elephant was going to go anywhere. And in my mind, there's the elephant, and there's the monkey, and then there's another monkey who's trying to train the monkey who's riding the elephant, and then there's a committee of monkeys just overseeing the whole process. And so it gets rather complicated. And I tried to write a song about this whole nonsense. Let me see if I can play the damn thing. Well, all of the voices that live in my head are arguing about what is real. They're yapping like children, barking like crows, and banging out how I should feel. But under the noise, there's music playing. And every time I let my mind go, I hear it sing. A boogeyman came to live in my brain a long, long time ago. He's digging a hole and building a wall that's meant to keep me from the cold. The spaces he's leaving, they look a little like a window. And every time I crack it open, I feel the sun. The voices tell me life should be easy, but life will not hear. But you could open up your arms to the heartache, for love is hiding in there. Spending a lifetime looking for love where love will not be found. Dancing with voices that spin in the dark and slam you to the ground. Under the pain, there's real love waiting. And every time I open up my heart, I'm free. The voices tell me life should be easy, but life will not hear. But you could open up your arms to the heartache, for real love, big love, is hiding down in there. Everybody's searching for something real to hold on twisting their babbling brains into knots that are so hard to undo. But under the dream, the wide world is waiting. Every time I open up my eyes, I see, and under the pain, there's real love waiting. Every time I open up my heart, I'm free. So much fun. You guys are very nice. Okay. Help me out. Pete Seeger said, yodeling is good for you. Takes hardly any skill at all. It's just a certain lack of pride. So come on now. You can do this. Whoa. So sad on my birthday. Okay, that's great. Just louder. It is better for you if you sing louder. And I don't want to confuse you. The yodel does have words. You don't have to sing the words. That ooh ooh thing is awesome. And the words are kind of complicated. They are only love. Only love, only love, only love. And you'll know when it's time. I staggered out in a drunkard's dream to where the neons gleam could drown me no more. And I fell on my knees like in a silent scream. Somehow you opened a door. But I have been singing all my life where glasses jangle out a song of despair in the blue tombstone tavern where no one will hear one lonesome little prayer. For who showed me roses can be grown in the ashes and nurtured by all the tears we cry. But now that my time here is damn near gone, I call on an angel as darkness descends, and I long to awaken in a land where peace and joy will never end. When the hounds of winter are growling at the door, proclaiming the end of time, who's gonna hold you in a state of grace and make everything Thank you for singing that with me. As you could tell, it's sometimes a little hard. Cowboy Rex has the same problem. We get choked up in the middle of our stuff, you know, because it's for some reason it's important to us. I'm very proud of this song, and it's another one I almost never play out. I'm very proud of it because I wrote it myself, and I used the word oyster as a verb. You know, I have been hanging on a moonbeam. I've been singing to the twinkling of a star. Maybe I should wonder just how this came to be. But you know, my thinking ain't never gotten me very far. And I've been sliding down the bright side of a rainbow. I've been floating like a raindrop, shimmering in the sun. It's a color kaleidoscope beyond my imagination. Thank God I don't have to explain it to anyone. How many dreams have been victims of schemes and ingenious ideas? And how many pearls have been oystered in massacred plans? How many words have proven absurd when they rang so purely? Proven thinking was the affliction, not the cure. So should you find yourself hanging on a moonbeam or swinging to the music of the stars, and your brain can't wrap an explanation around your situation, well, maybe you can understand it with your heart. I think that you might be able to understand it with your heart. Moonbeam. I might play that out more often if I ever get another chance to play out. I'm available, for birthdays and bar mitzvahs and stuff like that. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to sing a song for Andy Hurlbut, who is no longer with us, but I know a bunch of you know who she is or was. I have been, this is so wonderful for me, I have to say, to be able to share this stuff with you guys. I know a lot of you as musicians, and all of my life what's kept me going is I've been able to share this stuff with other guys and ladies who do the same thing, who write their poetry down and put it to music and tell the stories in their hearts. And Andy Hurlbut was one of those people, and there are others in this room. And one of my dear favorites is a guy named Steve Kinsey, who we will go see, Kristen and I will go see in July up in Tonasca, Washington. And I wrote a song that Andy gave me a lyric because she forgot the song that she used the lyric in because she wrote so many dang songs. And I used the lyric that Andy gave me to sing a song for my friend Steve. I was sitting in his backyard on the Okanagan River with Steve singing in one ear and another good friend singing in the other, and a bunch of other friends singing along, and it carried me away. And anyway, I'd sing this for Andy and Steve. The Okanagan River murmurs her secrets, where a chicken shack clucks her rhythm in the willow shade. There's a funny old man, plays a long neck banjo and a lullaby guitar the mountain man made. When the old man sings so free and easy, you feel the warm embrace of the love in a little boy's dream. When dear old friends come harmonizing, you'll hear the beat of angels' wings. It's the sound of the starlight soul your mama prayed to. It's the sound of long, hard years finding friends. A sound that brings your longing to be longing, like when you finally find your way back home again. Like the smell of bacon on Sunday morning, a dobro eases in where poetry rings. You feel the music cradle your heart in a sweet rockabye to the beat of angels' wings. It's the sound of the starlight soul your mama prayed to. It's the sound of long, hard years binding friends. A sound that brings your longing to belonging, like when you finally find your way back home again. When the sky grows dark, the trail is fading, I will turn my mind back to Okanagan Spring. Once again I'll hear them voices rising, and I'll feel the beat of angels' wings. Like in a dream I'll hear all them voices rising, and I'll feel the beat of angels' wings. This is a hell of a birthday present, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. They say, I know you've heard it said that if you remember the 60s, you weren't really there. I do remember a few things. I remember that there, in most university towns, there was a street scene on some thing or another. In Seattle, it was University Way. In Berkeley, it was Telegraph Avenue. I had a little experience with both of those places. I recently came across a song that I first heard in 1968. I did not write this one, as you will probably be able to tell. And it took me back there to that time, 66, 67, 68, when I lost my way and went completely aware. And I think that it might take you back there too, even if you never were there. And it touches me because it reminds me of just how stupidly innocent we were back then. And in order to get it, you just have to imagine that I'm like a 14 or 15-year-old girl. I met a boy called Frank Mill on December 12th, right here in front of the Waverly. But unfortunately, I lost his address. He was last seen with his friend, a drummer. He resembles George Harrison of the Beatles, but he wears his hair tied in a small bow at the back. I love him, but it embarrasses me to walk down the street with him. He lives in Brooklyn somewhere and wears this white crash helmet. He has golden chains on his leather jacket, and on the back are written the names Mary and Mom and Hell's Angels I would gratefully appreciate it if you see him, tell him that I'm in the park with my girlfriend, and please tell him Angela and I don't want the $2 back, just Thank you. Sorry, I just had to play that. I hope you liked it. I have some friends who flew down here all the way from like Sonora, California. For a long time, I went to a songwriting workshop that was hosted by Steve Gillette and Cindy Manxon in Santa Cruz, California, and it was another experience that really kept me going. And I met a guy there, another songwriter who wrote a song about me and arranged at the open mic thing that they had at the end to play right before I did. And it was a song called "If I Could Play Guitar Like Mike." And so after he did that, then it was my turn, and I have to come up and I play some dumb things, and I'm crying, and it was so horrible. So I went home, and for a year I worked on a song to get back at him. There's some in jokes in here. Maybe you can get it, maybe you won't. I've been singing for a very long time. I wrote me a song or two. Thought I'd run them by my hero, Steve Gillette, at a class in Santa Cruz. In a church back room full of folding chairs, where artists come to share and play in a circle like group therapy or a meeting of AA. Steve and Cindy welcomed me. They said, "Son, you're gonna fit right in." So I pulled up a chair across the room from a guy named Jerry Reineman. Now Steve and Doug sing poetry. Doug is here, by the way. Steve and Doug sing poetry. Richard oozes cowboy jazz. Tim and Oak expand on folk with humor, love, pizzazz. While Abigail pines self-righteous rants, worthy of any thespian, but no one there would dare to share the truth like Jerry Reineman. If you take one stubborn Missouri mule, sweet savory pumpkin pie, an ocean deep, a sage, a clown, a big Montana sky, and you roll them all up into a humble tune and sing them out into the light again, you'd still fall short of the heart and soul in the tunes of Jerry Reineman. Let's all sing a chorus now, just to try and keep this song alive, or stroll across a mini bridge to take us all back home to the 5. Now Steve says, "Mike, your songs are great. Please don't change a thing for me. Although there might be a couple too many syllables in that one line, a bridge might be the key. The chords you choose are beautiful, but you might try simplifying them to let the light and spirit flow a little more like Jerry Reineman." Now my mama thinks I'm a precious gift, a star so rare and true. So I played her the tapes Tim McMullen made of the folks in Santa Cruz. She says, "Boy, your song is is heartfelt strong. Your voice is pure and finer than the prettiest bird I ever heard. But you ain't no Jerry Ranaman. Let's sing one more chorus just to keep from getting bored. Cross that bridge back to the 5, a resting place, a 7/9 chord. Now, if old Bill Fields was still around, I know what he would say to all them young whippersnappers with guitars who want to get up on the stage and play. Do not follow kids or dogs. That is what he'd be advising them. And for heaven's sakes, whatever it takes, don't try to follow Jerry Ranaman. Now this song has gone as long as like a rolling stone, but things need to be said. And I can't waste much time editing, because I'm old, I'll soon be dead. To close, I know it would be simply incorrect to rhyme your name with Chinaman, but I will do it just to bring a smile to the face of Jerry Ranaman. Grant me the serenity to write just one tune as clear and strong and pure of heart as any song. By my old friend Jerry Ranaman. Not going to be much longer now. You guys are holding up real good. So, an old atheist comes to recovery, and they say, you got to find this higher power thing. He's absolutely convinced there ain't no such a thing as a miracle. And turns out, when I was a boy, each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still. But now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't one. Holy water was rare at best, barely wet my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face. Say it's not a testament. That would be very hard to say. See another new morning come. Say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood. I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. It made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out. Well, things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. It used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverent air, 'cause everything is holy now. Everything, everything, everything is holy, holy now. Thank you all one more time for this wonderful birthday present that you gave me by getting up and getting in the car and coming down here to hear me sing. I want to thank my dear friend Cowboy Rex, who makes me cry every time he plays and sings. I love his music. I want to thank Ivy Jarvis and all of the Glendale people who make this kind of thing happen for folks like us. As you know, you write poetry and put it to music. Well, you kind of want people to hear what you're saying, you know? Cowboy Rex invited me out to an open mic at a wine bar, and I wound up singing to the backs of people's heads, you know, touching songs that touch me, and everybody was, you know, toasting each other and having a wonderful time, but they were paying no attention to music, whatever, which is all great, except for it's not what I do. And as I was singing there, I thought to myself, gosh, I wish I had a song that I could sing just for myself in this situation to keep myself entertained. And I went home and this is what I made up. Here I am, once again, guitaring in a one-man band in a corner chair. In the wine bar noise, I'm still singing out into the void where nobody cares. Every once in a while, bright eyes shining, they shoot me a smile and they turn my way. They feel the music they heard, the words rhyming and spirit shines through when they hear what they say. And love's music like rain in the desert is healing my heart in a shower of song. Hosannas and blues, it'll hold me together until smiling angels come along. 'cause I'm just one more clown with a guitar and a story. I'm chasing the sound I hear in my head. I know some folks sing for money or glory, but this song I bring, it is my only bread. And a song will hold me close even when ain't nobody else hears it ringing. When the roads ahead might be caving in, I will lift my chin, keep on singing. Love's music, like rain in the desert, is healing my heart in a shower of song. Hosannas and blues, it'll hold me together until smiling angels come along to carry me on. Oh, smiling angel, come along. Carry me on. Just one more tune. It was written by a good friend of mine, Pierce Pettis. There's another one that was requested for today. We tune because we care. And again, this is one of those tunes that, as I came into recovery, it was helpful. It can't be bought or sold or faked. That kind of love, it always gives itself away. That kind of love, it's wiser than the wisest sage. Its innocence makes me ashamed till I'm not sure that I can take that kind of love. Pride and hatred cannot stand that kind of love. Greater love hath no man than that kind of love. Won't be kept unto itself. It spreads its charms, it casts its spell, till no one's safe this side of hell from that kind of love. Love rejected and ignored, held in chains behind closed doors, stuff of legend and of song, and deep down everybody longs for that kind of love. Oh, that kind of love. Some people never know that kind of love, though it only takes a child to show that kind of love. Widows smile and strong men weep. Little ones play at its feet. The deaf can hear, the blind can see. That kind of love. triumphant, love on fire, love that humbles and inspires, love that will not hesitate, with no conditions, no restraints, that kind of love, oh, that kind of love. How could anyone deny that kind of love, knowing every heart is measured by that kind of love? Even stars fall from the sky, and everything will fall in time. Except those things that cannot die, that kind of love. May you be remembered by that kind of love. Thank you all for coming tonight.